What's going on, everybody?
I swear, I can't get. I wish y'all heard the conversation before I started it. But what's going on, everybody? It's your boy J Gott Da Poet, live in effect like I always am. And of course, you already know Miss Nicole here, aka Miss McKinney.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on.
I don't have my ring on because we're in the house. Before anybody start analyzing the video, I do not have my ring on because we're in the house.
He a thought.
I'm not a thought. Everybody knows that you are my wife. See how she laughing right there? So today's video is gonna be a little bit different. We've done videos like this before, but we're basically gonna come to you guys and talk to you about the recap of the wedding. I'm gonna tell you my day a little bit. I'm not gonna go into too much detail. I'm gonna let her tell her day before I saw her, and then we're gonna go into it. You wanna go first?
And what I want you to do is tell people, you know, things that you wish you would have done, things that you did that you're glad you did, and things that you could have left out.
Okay.
Cool.
You want me started?
Yep.
What I wish I would have done was got up a little bit earlier. That's number one, because I had a lot of stuff to do that morning, and it was like last minute stuff that I had to do. As you guys know, I still run Shop Lyrics. I took a week off because of the wedding.
Tell them about that.
I took a week off because of the wedding, but that morning of the wedding, Saturday, September 26th, I woke up to a sale on eBay, and I'm not gonna turn down money. And it literally took me 20, 30 minutes to do what I had to do. I just wished I would have done it earlier than later. But anyway, that's not enough. That's too much information. And you said what else? What I wish I would have done. And what's the other two you said?
I didn't forget.
Well, I don't know. Let me just tell you today. So I got up. I ran a couple of errands that morning. Dropped off a sale at the post office. My best man called me to make sure I was still on track to meet him at a certain time. I was. I got back to the house, got dressed, and next thing I know, she over here sneezing. To him. She is allergic to me. Next thing I know, we are in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru, and I'm getting the last meal as a single man.
Fully suited.
Suited
and booted in Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
Yeah. And then I got to the venue, and we chilled out a little bit before I saw her. Tell them your day.
I have to start with my night before, because as you know, as the bride is the important part of the wedding. So the night before, me and my girls, we stayed in a hotel room, and I decided I wanted them to play this game.
We're not talking about like the games and stuff. We're talking about like the whole recap of.
But they want to hear about the game.
They saw it on your Facebook.
They didn't see it on my Facebook. So anyway, we went and got some Play-Doh, and the game was who can make the best penis. I want you to put a eggplant emoji somewhere over here.
I'm not.
Well, it was actually quite fun.
As you guys see, I got my game over shirt on while she's talking about this. Go ahead.
So that was quite fun. But yeah, that night we had some wine, we drank, we talked, whatever. So the next morning we had to get up at like 6 o'clock because our makeup appointment started at 8. So my plan was we were going to get up, get showered, get to the makeup studio, and I was going to order breakfast. I had already planned on ordering from Cracker Barrel. Well, our Cracker Barrel order got there because one of my friend's husbands went and picked it up for us. Cracker Barrel order got there, and they left out half of my stuff. So $70 worth of food I got for free. That was a good turn of events because we still got to eat.
Yeah.
And it was free.
Yeah.
But, you know, on your wedding day, you ain't looking for stuff like that to happen. So literally, we get our makeup done, and we are at this point like at a crunch for time. And so I said, I'm going to go ahead and get dressed at the makeup studio. So literally, I got dressed at the makeup studio on Hull Street. Imagine full bride walking out of a makeup studio on Hull Street. And if you're familiar with this part of Hull Street, it's right down there where Croker Spot is. Like, I literally had to stop traffic. Like, hold on, I'm coming, stop. And like, everybody was like honking. Oh, you look so pretty. I'm surprised I ain't seen a video of myself walking down Hull Street. With
I didn't even know about this. This is the first time I'm hearing about this. But go ahead.
So we get to the venue and we get in the little bridal thing or whatever. And we were planning on doing a first look because I wanted to do a first look. You know, everybody was like, that's not traditional. It's bad luck for the groom to see the bride before the wedding. F all that. I wanted to do a first look because I did not want to ugly cry coming down the aisle, seeing him first time with all them people out there.
Yo, and I was fly, y'all. Y'all seen the pictures.
So,
ooh, that boy was fresh.
So I'm literally in there like, we're supposed to do our first look. The wedding starts at 3:00. We're supposed to do our first look between 1:15 and 1:30 so that I can get back in the bridal cottage so that the guests don't see me.
Okay.
So I'm asking our coordinator, I'm like, Laura, you know, the first look, we supposed, oh, yeah, John's going to come over. So at this point, like 5-10 minutes go by. Finally, I'm outside of the bridal cottage taking my by myself pictures. And somebody goes, oh, that goes Jay right there. I said, no! And I literally turned around in this heavy ass dress and ran back in the bridal cottage.
Yeah, and we did that first look and all of that. It was at first I didn't want to do the first look because, again, the traditional part of it, but I understood her reasoning why she wanted to do it. And
tell them why.
Because you wanted to make sure that when we saw each other, it wasn't like as emotional.
That ain't the only reason. I wanted to do our first look at that point because it made us get majority of our pictures by ourselves done before the wedding.
Yeah.
Which was good because we'll get into the pictures after the wedding.
But yeah, then we did that first look. Next thing you know, they like, hey, it's almost time to walk down the aisle. And I'm literally like so I had to walk across for those who were there, we had to walk across the bridge to get to the ceremony site. And I had to walk in front of everyone. So I didn't mind that, but everyone was stopping. Hey, Jay, what's going on? And I was just like, I had to ignore a few people. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I ignored like a good 5-10 people. And I was just like, but I did stop and speak to a couple people. And then the ceremony went off without a hitch.
Pause. The ceremony did not go off without a hitch.
I think it did. Like we only had one small hiccup, and it didn't even feel like a hiccup. Like it really didn't. Like I stopped. You tell it then.
So my maid of honors go across. First thing, Lyric walks across by herself. She leads the girls perfectly. Lyric was like on a mission. She was like, zoom. So everybody gets to cross the bridge by themselves. Yeah. Perfect. It's time for me and my sister. Because the plan was, my sister was going to walk me across the bridge. And then at a point, once we got across the bridge, my mother was going to latch on. And both of them were going to walk me to the altar. So my plan was to have my mother standing somewhere at the end of not the bridge, but closer to the gazebo so that she could grab me by my arm and we walked that. Somehow or another, that didn't end out the way it planned. So me and my sister were walking across the bridge and literally I'm looking and my mother falls.
And I stopped immediately.
It's not funny.
Like I stopped immediately because I'm like, yo, is she all right? Because I don't want to like leave my post. Like I'm scared because I'm like, am I supposed to go help her? Yo. But I'm the groom, and then I'm like,
yo, literally, it
like 3 or 4 people
in slow motion. It was like,
no. It's not funny. So don't not funny. But the way you did it was you're making it funny. It's not funny. It's not funny.
I can laugh now. Because literally, I'm not saying that it's funny.
Yeah.
But it did happen in slow motion.
Go ahead.
Like if you ask anybody, She went down so slow. Like 19 people jumped out their chairs. Me and my sister.
She's exaggerating. At least 5 or 6 people. 5 or 6 people jumped up.
Me and my sister are standing on the bridge because at that point I said stop. She was like, "Why? What's going on?" First things first, my sister needs glasses and she can't see. So
hey, sis.
She did not see what I saw. I said stop. Mom just fell. She said, "What?" I said
I didn't hear her scream like that.
It was loud to me. But I'm standing there and I'm like, okay, what's getting ready to happen? So when they finally get her back up, I said, okay, she's all right. Let's keep going. We get across the bridge. I get to my mother. My mother's problem is my mother has MS. And unfortunately, she doesn't want to accept the fact that things that she did 10 years ago, she can't do anymore.
Yeah.
So she tries to move entirely too fast. And unfortunately, she can't. And the minute I got to her, she still is trying to rush. And I literally had to look at her and say, Mom, slow down. Like, legit. So that was the hiccup of the wedding. The wedding ceremony after that point was amazing. His vows.
Y'all gonna see that soon because I have footage of everything. We just wanted to give y'all
were dope.
A recap.
My vows were dope.
Her vows were crazy.
I messed them up though because I got a little nervous because I was getting ready to cry. But my vows were dope.
Yeah. Because
we a calculator.
Yeah, we a calculator. And we equal to we.
That's not what it said. I said you plus me equals we.
We equal to we.
But let's talk about.
Hold on. Maybe we should do a 2-part series. You think we should stop it right there and then have people come in?
How many?
We got 12 minutes. All right, well, go ahead. Come on.
So let's. After the ceremony was dope. We walked off because we had to take pictures.
Yeah.
And my nephew decided he wanted to jump in the water.
He didn't actually jump in the water, though. Luckily, my cousin's husband, shout out to Kevin. What's going on, Kevin? He was like, yo, like he literally ran down there and like kind of snatched him up.
You're not really paying attention, but you see something out the peripheral.
But the thing is, I gotta call out her sister though, because her sister literally had her back turned and he was literally running to the water, and we was like, what?
I was like, yo, get the child.
Danielle, yo.
I'm like, Danielle, my sister, not Danielle, his cousin. But I'm like, literally, he was this close to being in the water. Like, this close.
It was crazy.
I was like, why is my family showing out right now? My family was 0-1.
So after that,
we took pictures.
Yeah, we took pictures.
Shout out to Courtney, our photographer. If you are looking for a photographer, please contact Courtney Jones, the Jones Media. This girl pulled out a drone.
And she killed it.
When I tell you, this one drone picture that she done sent us so far is so fantastic. I can't wait to see the rest of them.
Yeah, yeah.
But you want to talk to them about the reception?
Yeah, so we did the reception. We greeted everyone. Everyone was snapping pictures with us.
Well, first we danced.
Yeah, we danced.
And everybody was so shocked at our dance.
Yeah,
so
we're not going to tell y'all what the dance is.
We can't tell them?
Nah, we're not going to tell them. If they won't dare, they won't dare. You can tell them. I don't care.
So when I was picking songs for like our first dances and stuff like that, what are you doing?
We doing a thumbnail.
So, so when I was picking dances, picking songs for our dances, I wanted to do something that was so not J Gott Da Poet.
Yeah, it's not.
But, so not J Gott Da Poet, but it was a perfect song. So our first dance as husband and wife was to Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. And that's
a country song.
That song is so beautiful.
It is.
It's so beautiful.
It is.
And after we danced, I danced with my mom to Ashanti Mother. And I think I made everybody in the whole reception cry.
And then I danced with my daughter.
Yeah, and him and her cried.
And she made me cry so hard. But y'all will see the pictures and all that.
Yeah, so
whatever.
like when I think the dances were they were needed. His mom had a stroke, since everybody knows, back in starting at the beginning of this year.
Yeah, she
So
I don't really want to go into details.
Why
but
not?
Well, we can. That's fine. She's had multiple strokes since January 1st of this year. And I don't really like publicly tell people. Yeah, I don't really publicly tell people a lot about it, but yeah, she lost a lot of mobility in her leg and her arm. And yeah, so we couldn't do a dance with me and her comfortably that I felt that would be comfortable for her, because she loses a lot of energy just getting up walking to like the kitchen. But anyway,
to the grace of God,
she was there with us.
She was there to see her baby.
Yeah.
Marry the best thing that ever happened to him. I did the Donald Trump.
We talking about a Drake song. All right, so back to the story. So after we did our dances and all of that, we it was literally like a lot of people there. Like, we're not trying to say it was not COVID friendly, because it was very COVID friendly, because we had a lot of daggone space. It was outside, and we had literally like everyone was spread out. Like it was a lot of space. But there was a good amount of people there. And it seemed like we could not. I swear I didn't speak to everybody. Yeah, I didn't. We didn't, because no there was a couple people I wanted to introduce her to at the last minute. Well, the next day I thought about it. I had a couple come in from Kentucky that I don't even think he got to meet. Nah, I don't think I met them. Yeah, I don't remember meeting anybody from Kentucky. But like, it was just crazy. And then at the end of the night, no, it wasn't the end of the night. It was like an hour and a half, 2 hours, till the end of the night, when everybody was turning up. So for some reason, the groom decided that he wanted to be the party host and got on the microphone. Yo, like, the only way to turn up is if you turn up yourself, right? The best man was like, Nicole, like, what is he doing? Go get this dude. I was like, that's your friend. And nobody came and got me. Courtney came and got me because they wanted to do a picture on the bridge and all that. But after that, like, I ran back. And then the next morning, I woke up, like, if y'all know me, y'all know I have back issues. And the next morning, I woke up and I was stand up straight. I was looking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I said that comes from all of that. Oh yeah, come to the floor, get on the floor, DJ Hammer. I'm like, this is your wedding. Shout out to Hammer too. Like, why are you hosting your own damn wedding? Hammer, yeah, shout out to Hammer. He killed it. Yeah. So, what else are we gonna tell them before? I just want y'all to understand. Like, we not just saying this because it was our wedding. Yeah. I've been to weddings, and this wedding was lit. Like, from start to finish. I'm gonna like go out on a limb here and say we had the wedding of the year. That like legit. I hate to be cocky like that, but so many people have hit me up. One of my friends came, and when he came, his shirt was tucked in his pants. And he had his suspenders on. He was all like. When he left, cut. I ain't saying no names, but his shirt was out his pants. He was like, yo. I had a great time. My shirt was out my pants. My vest was unbuttoned. People were like, it was legit, crazy. They was tripping, like, open bar. No, we didn't have any hard liquor. Because I didn't want people getting messy drunk coming from where we were coming from. Yeah. So we had wine and beer. You could have drunk all the wine and beer you wanted to that night. And people did. Yeah. Shout out to Raquel. But then the end of the night happened, and I think we should do a small recap on the honeymoon too. Why not? We can't do that on this video because we had 20 minutes. Okay, well, I say we could do it, but since you don't want to, we could do a part 2. Stay tuned for part 2 for the recap for the honeymoon. We did a honeymoon video though. We did a honeymoon video, but we didn't do a honeymoon recap. Oh. So we're gonna get into that. Any last words? It's a wife. Yeah, and I'm a husband. Y'all. It's a husband. But we appreciate everyone who came out to the wedding. There were some people that didn't, some people who did. We're not going to get into all of that, but we are very appreciative for everyone who came out to the wedding, who said they was coming out. And yo, we love every one of y'all, regardless y'all came or not. And that's how I feel. I don't know about her, but that's how I feel. I still got love for everybody. And yo, it's your boy J Gott, Nicole, and this is the Wedding Recap Jicole Vlogs. We out.